it can save you from a lot of financial burden and not to mention stress. And that same insurance, dun ako nakapag-claim ng 4,000 worth of benefit for my delayed luggage. Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Today, pag-usapan natin ang isang important aspect of travel planning. It's all about getting an affordable travel insurance. So this year is what they call the revenge travel year. So mapapansin nyo, madami talaga yung travel fairs and travel promos lately. So whether you are a frequent traveler or first time nyo palang mag-international or domestic flight, having the right travel insurance can definitely make all the difference. So pag-usapan natin, number 1, what is a travel insurance? Number 2, what it covers, ano yung mga benefits na pwede nyo ma-avail. And number 3 is where I got my affordable travel insurance. So just a bit of a disclaimer, this is not in any way a sponsored content. I just really want to share my experience and kung ano yung mga travel inconveniences na naranasan ko before and why I am now a firm believer of availing travel insurance for every trip. So bakit nga ba tayo kukuha ng travel insurance? Hindi ba extra gastos lang yan? Believe me when I say na ganyan din ako mag-isip before. Not until noong 2015 when we went to Malaysia and my dad's bag got stolen in Kuala Lumpur. Tapos doon namin na-realize na wala kaming travel insurance and it was already our flight out and he didn't have any passport kasi nandun din sa bag yung passport and our camera and all of our other belongings. And then when we went to the police station, the first question that they asked is if we have travel insurance and we said no. So parang doon na sila nag-worry for us. So in long story short, we had to rebook our flights and that mistake cost us around 40,000 pesos just to be able to fly back home. So let's now talk about yung mga benefits with having travel insurance. So number 1, of course, for medical emergencies. So imagine traveling, especially if you're in a first world country, imagine kung magkano yung magagastos nyo kung kailangan nyo yung i-spend out of your pocket. So what's good about medical emergency benefit is usually it's a cashless benefit, meaning si hospital na yung makikipag-coordinate with your travel insurance provider and you wouldn't have to shell out money or mag-abono pa ng pera. So number 2 would be trip cancellation or delays. Life happens and sometimes talaga magkakasakit kayo before your trip and you cannot proceed with your original flight. So with having a travel insurance, they may be able to refund yung mga non-refundable costs like for example flights or hotels or those activities that you have already paid for. But you have to remember na syempre depende pa rin to sa makukuha niyong travel insurance. So it's always good to read the fine print. But usually trip cancellation costs covered naman yan. Number 3, lost or delayed luggage. So this is what I personally experienced just recently. Last May when we went to Vietnam, when we went to Naiya 3, there was a power outage. So long story short, hindi umabot yung luggage namin sa flight. And so when we landed in Hanoi, wala kaming luggage and we needed to buy clothes. Good thing we have a travel insurance. And then I checked the fine print of our travel insurance and good thing 4,000 pesos yung pwedeng makover for the delayed luggage. We just needed to provide all the paperwork like the property irregularity report and then receipts and then incident report as well. So number 4 would be emergency evacuation. In case you are traveling to a country na bigla ang nagkaroon ng political unrest or natural disasters, your travel insurance provider would help you get to book a next flight home so you will be able to go home safely. And the 5th one would be 24/7 assistance. Most policies naman cover yung around-the-clock support. So they would help you communicate with the hospital or with the government in case you have emergencies like that. Next, punta naman tayo on the reasons on why you should get travel insurance. I'll give you 3. Number 1 would be peace of mind. Of course, you book that trip to relax, to enjoy. And the last thing that you would want is pag lagi kayo nag-worry, what if ma-aksidente ako? What if magkasakit ako? It's always nice na relax na lang kayo kasi alam niyong covered kayo. And number 2 is affordable protection. Contrary to popular belief, having a travel insurance is not expensive. Usually ngayon, madami na siyang tiers, pwedeng 500k coverage, 1 million coverage, 1.5 coverage. So it really depends on you kung ano yung gusto nyong kunin na plan. But usually, travel insurances for, let's say, a 5-day trip would only cost below 1,000 pesos. So to give you an example, yung Vietnam trip namin, it was a 8-day, 7 nights trip, and I only paid 539 or 516. So I'll just post it here kung magkano yung exact na binayad namin. And that same insurance, dun ako nakapag-claim ng 4,000 worth of benefit for my delayed luggage. Number 3 is protection from unforeseen circumstances. So, you really wouldn't know kung anong pwedeng mangyari abroad or even back home in case possible na magkaroon ng emergency back home and you need to revoke your flights. So, it's very important na magkaroon kayo ng safety net in the form of a travel insurance. And the next, I will also be sharing with you where I got my travel insurance. So, I just got it via Gcash. I'll just put here on the side kung paano ko siya nakuha and what the options I chose. And then, I'll also be linking down below yung isa ko pang nakitang affordable travel insurance below 500 pesos. If you don't want to book it via Gcash since paid out na yung expense na yon right away from your Gcash wallet. There's also an option for you to buy it in Lazada, so you can use your credit card to purchase it. So I'll be putting the link down below for it. And so another tip that I would have for you guys is to get an anti-loss device. So this is what I personally purchased just recently since wala rin kami ng ganito nung nag-Vietnam trip kami. Yung brand niya. Jesus. I'll also just put down the link below. Ayan. If only we had this gadget during our Vietnam trip, nalaman na sana namin na nasa Manila pa pala talaga yung luggage namin because we were waiting in the bag carousel for around 15 to 20 minutes until someone approached us and told us na baka nasama yung luggage namin dun sa mga naiwan na luggage sa Manila. So I've learned my lesson just for double protection. I got this. So that is it. I hope this helps. Before you fly to your next destination, make sure that you are able to secure an affordable travel insurance. It really is a small investment that can save you from a lot of financial burden and not to mention stress. So I highly suggest that you get a travel insurance. Doesn't matter kung sino yung provider, but as long as you have to make sure that it's a reputable company. But I have personally tried standard insurance and that's what I recommend. So happy travels everyone, and if you like this video or find this information helpful, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Bye!